can be a challenge to start thinking about what to wear. I know there's just so much going on with all our lives, with the world right now, that some of us might think, why do I even need to think about what I have to wear every day? While there are so many benefits to dressing better, I think what's stopping most of us is, or the barrier, the biggest barrier for most of us is just how you can get started. I know because I've been there. I've just eventually figured out a way to constantly improve how I dress and ultimately my style. And I'm still getting better. I'm still on that journey and I'm still trying to get better using these steps that I'm going to share with you guys. So I hope this gets you started. The easiest place to get inspiration from, of course, is social media. But this wasn't always the case. You know, growing up, we always looked at magazines, maybe the paper, and we still do this until today. I still get some of my inspiration from TV shows and movies. You can still do that. You can get inspiration from anywhere and everywhere when it comes to art and fashion. But the easiest is social media. Now, my favorite platform for this is Pinterest. And I'm sure you've heard this before, but Pinterest really is that good. All the aesthetics are there, all the pieces that you'd want are there. People are sharing outfits that they love with other people. And it's just a really good community, and you can really search for any type of outfit. It's just so easy to look for any specific items that you'd like or a specific style that you want to try out. You don't even need a specific aesthetic to get started. You can just, if you just want to look for a nicer pair of jeans, just search jeans. And a lot of information will pop out. The type of jeans, the washes, the colors, the fits, flared pants, and everything like that. And you have all these people wearing jeans. You know, you'd see them on actual people. And that helps a lot. I just want to say that this Pinterest account is new. Of course, we all have algorithms. So my personal Pinterest account would show like more curated photos and posts from people. So what I did was I made a new Pinterest account just to show you that even if you're fresh to Pinterest, if you're new to Pinterest, of course I put in men's fashion, fashion and art and stuff like that in the beginning to curate it a little bit, but this is a new account. Even just searching simple outfits would give you a lot of inspiration, and that's most of us. And most of us just want simple outfits, you know, for day-to-day things. You know, if you work in an office, you just don't want to think about your outfits every day. So this would help a lot. People who post these things, they're creators. Okay, that's why I'll mention Instagram and TikTok in a bit, but you know, Pinterest is really the best place to get started with looking for inspiration. Also, if you know the type of style that you want to get into, like for example, heritage, timeless aesthetics, or maybe something more specific like Japanese Americana, you would have a plethora of options to choose from. You would have so much to choose from, and it just makes it fun in the beginning. Like I mentioned, you can do this with Instagram or TikTok, but the results won't be as good in my opinion. If you do, however, have creators that you love and you follow, you have the same body type, for example, and you like their outfits, and just get inspiration from them. TikTok, however, is a little bit more all over the place. We all know this, you know, the For You page, it gives you all these things from different people. And from what I've seen, it's more on the trendier side of things. I'd avoid getting on that app because it tends to make you feel overwhelmed. That's how fashion is right now. It's so fast paced, and you know, we just need to slow it down a little bit, or a lot, honestly. Once you've gathered the outfits or the pieces of clothing that you'd like, you'll start to see a trend or like a pattern of what you like and what you don't like, and you'd have somewhat of a vision of how you'd want to dress. And that brings us to the next tip. Now here's an extra purchasing tip before I get to tip number 2. Thrift. Buy secondhand. Okay, go to your local thrift shop, look for pieces that, you know, speak to you, that you would want to try out. There's so many styles and unique pieces that you can find in thrift stores that you won't be able to find nowadays on your local retailers. You'll get to experience so many different styles. You know, there are so many unique pieces, not to mention it's cheaper, it's good for the environment. There's so many benefits to thrifting your clothes, and most of the things nowadays aren't made as well as back in the day anyways. So you have that going for you. That's why the vintage space right now is pretty big, because they were just made different. But yeah, going back, a lot of people don't take into consideration what they already have in their wardrobe. Most of us jump into buying right away without actually looking at what we already have. And that goes for a lot of other things in life. So yeah, check your wardrobe, look for the pieces that you wear the most, that you love wearing, that you feel confident when you put it on, and just mix and match what you have first. Most of the time when we look at inspiration, of course, we see ourselves, right? So I'm pretty sure you already have some of the pieces that you gathered from research, and you just need to experiment with them. If you haven't explored your wardrobe, you'd be surprised at the amount of outfits that you can actually make from what you already have. You know, most of us have clothes that will last us a lifetime, you know. Most of us have too many clothes, too much. We have too much, period. Then once you've figured out the things that you really love wearing, you figure out the pieces that you want to incorporate into your wardrobe. So the key here is starting really small, or starting very simple, just one piece of clothing. Pants, in my opinion, are the best way to change your style without changing your wardrobe up completely. If you get a nicer pair of jeans, if you want to get a nicer pair of jeans and you think, or you know that you can wear that every day and that makes you feel better, that makes you feel like you're dressing better, then that's it. You've done it. You don't even have to finish this video. You've started dressing better. You've started feeling more confident in what you wear because of one piece of clothing, and that's amazing. If that's you, that's amazing. Although, in my opinion, if you still have skinny or really slim fitting jeans or trousers, please tuck them away. Please just tuck them away somewhere. I really think that jeans and trousers that just block your circulation, your blood circulation, should not be part of anybody's wardrobe. So a great piece to start with pants, if you are used to skinnier pairs, is just get a straight cut jean or a straight cut pair of trousers. They're timeless, okay? These are real timeless pieces. Skinny jeans aren't timeless. Baggy, I could argue they can be timeless, but only to a certain extent. Yeah, just getting a new pair of jeans or a new pair of pants that fit you well, that let you breathe, would make you so much more stylish. Whenever you put on an outfit, albeit for work, for the gym, errands, or you're just going out for a walk, take a picture of it, document. Take a mirror selfie, take a selfie, ask somebody to take a picture of you if you have a lot of friends with you all the time, or if you have your spouse with you. The important thing is to keep documenting. Just take pictures, document, and you'll find yourself getting better in no time. You'll realize the things that fit you well and the things that fit you not so well that you wouldn't have been able to notice if you didn't document. That's a perfect segue to tip number 4. Fit is king. It really is. Okay, if you're the type of person who has all their stuff fit them really nice, really well, you know, everything fits you well, then you already have really good style. That's it. Fit is king. No matter what aesthetic you have, no matter what you have on, if it fits you right, then you're dressing well. You should get your clothes tailored to fit you, please. Stop for a second from buying anything new and look at your wardrobe and check your pieces and see if anything doesn't fit you right. Take them to the tailor. You'll notice how much better you feel with wearing them. You'll wear them more often, and you'll be dressing better than 90% of the population. How do you notice if they fit you well or not? Well, if you have a shirt, for example, like this, are the sleeves too long? Are your pants too long? Or are they too short? Or are they showing most of your ankle? Where do you want your pants to fit you? Do you want them to fit you mid-waist, high waist? Or if you're still into the low-waist jeans, if that's comfortable for you, do they fit you right there? You have to figure out what fits your body type the best. Let me give you some examples. If you're more on the heavier side, like this is Matty Matheson, he's from the show The Bear. He has impeccable style. He has really good style. He just plays with outfits really well, in my opinion. He can wear tighter fitting clothes. He just plays with the color, but what I noticed is he wears wider pants all the time. He wears straight jeans. He wears straight trousers. He wears things that complement his legs more and gives him more of a silhouette with his outfit. He has this formula that I love, which is a pair of jeans, a belt, boots, loafers or whatever, sneakers if you're into that, undershirt or just a regular shirt, and a shirt on top. It's basic, it's timeless, it's classic, heritage. Your grandfather used to wear this formula. He just dresses really well, dresses for his body type. Another example is if you're more of a muscular dude. If you're on the skinnier side, lucky you. And most clothes would fit you well right off the rack. If you're more of a muscular dude like myself, I'm not bodybuilder levels, but I'm wider and bigger than the normal dude, then you really have to figure out what fits you the best. My favorite silhouette is, I'm still into cropped stuff, and yeah, I like shirts that sit right on the waist. It gives me that V taper up to the waist, and I like pants that flare out from my waist down to my feet, and that gives me like that X look that I really love. Yeah, you just have to find that silhouette that really complements you, that you feel comfortable in, and that's it. It doesn't matter how expensive your clothes are. If you buy designer stuff, $1,000 jacket, $1,000 pair of pants, if they don't fit you right, they won't work. It'll look sloppy, and worse, people might think you're wearing counterfeit or something. Fit is king. Tip number 5 is my favorite. Once you have all the bases covered, the next step is when you experiment with what you have. Experiment with different styles, experiment with trends. This is when you can have fun with trends. When you see a trend online that really speaks to you, you want to try out, you can do that. And no, you don't have to buy these things right away. Okay, if you have a friend that's into these things, maybe you can borrow if you have the same shoe size, for example. I don't know. But the easiest thing to do is, for example, the crop trend, right? I went all in on this a little too much, I would say. Last year, most of my clothes were cropped, and I didn't have anything that wasn't cropped anymore, and that was a mistake. I just love that silhouette. But yeah, if you want a boxier fit, a cropped fit, just go to your local thrift shop and get a button up, a short sleeve button up or a long sleeve button up, and get them tailored to how short you want them. It's the beauty of thrifting. You can customize the clothes that you get. Maybe do it yourself. I used to do this. I still do this. Like I did this with this sweater. I don't like it cuffing my wrist, and I still do that. And that's the easiest way you can experiment with what you have, with the things that you get from a thrift shop or maybe brand new. I don't know. If that's you, then more power to you. But yeah, start wearing them at home, see how they make you feel, and then wear them outside if you're confident. This is where you start exercising your style muscle. And with practice, who knows, you might be able to find that style that speaks to you, that's unique to you, ultimately is you. A style that really makes you feel like you're dressing your best. Finding a style that makes you feel like the best version of yourself is just one of the many benefits of dressing better. And if you're anything like me, dressing better would carry over to everything else in your life. It would make you feel more confident and therefore make you better at business, at relationships, and everything else. You'll be able to express yourself in ways that you never thought were possible. I hope this helped you in some way. If it did, I'd appreciate a like. And if you like content like this, please consider subscribing, and I'll see you on the next one.